Hello friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. I'll share our videos commanded by our experts, so let's begin.
If you like, please like, share and subscribe. So let's begin our today's topic. Let's begin.
Standard smartphone customization has traditionally relied on rigid boundaries. Users were limited to a fixed library of pre-compiled widgets and static theme selections provided by the manufacturer. Android 17 shatters this limitation by integrating the Gemini intelligence system engine into the core architecture. This replaces manual UI selection with on-demand
generation. Implementing this architecture requires the stable Android 17 over-the-air system update to be installed on your device. Deployment begins with Google Pixel hardware. Conceptual themes.
As the system
processes the request, Gemini applies a unified visual language across every application icon installed on the device. Note the primary failure point. As aesthetic complexity increases with detailed prompts, there is a sharp decline in quickly identifying apps. To fix this, add the modifier Minimalist.
This simplifies the artwork, returning your navigation speed to optimal levels. Confirm the updated prompt and apply the icon pack to the system layer. This unique approach requires you to carefully balance your creative styling with the functional need to quickly find your most used apps. Returning to the home screen reveals the final result, a synchronized interface where the real-time widget and icon pack work in tandem. Because these elements are generated from your specific language, the resulting interface topology is mathematically unique to your device. Android 17 uses the frosted glass UI to tie these custom-generated elements together into a cohesive visual framework. This heavy, translucent blurred layer is applied to your app folders, the power menus, and quick settings, providing a consistent sense of depth across the OS. Combining real-time data tracking with generative icons allows you to define the visual and functional logic of your device. This ensures the interface is a direct reflection of your specific requirements. For a decade, we interacted with phones as a static grid of boxes. Now, that rigid structure breaks down into fluid, interconnected data streams. Visible changes like the iOS-style frosted glass UI are secondary to the structural shift toward Gemini intelligence and agentic automation. Historically, smartphone applications operated as walled gardens. If you needed information from one app to use in another, you had to act as the manual bridge between them. This manual path is likely how you work today. You open an app, find info, copy it, switch to your second app, and paste. The Android 17 workflow down below uses contextual intent to bypass middle steps, automatically executing the transfer for you. The operating system is no longer a passive launcher you tap. It is an active agent navigating the device on your behalf. Google has achieved this shift by embedding the Gemini intelligence engine directly into the core productivity layers of the hardware. Deep integration allows the phone to automate multi-step tasks that used to require constant user attention. This creates a new choice. Is the time you save worth giving an AI agent access to your private data? Moving toward a frictionless experience requires a specific level of trust in Google's on-device processing framework. We see the impact of this choice when booking travel or managing finances, tasks that usually involve manually entering secure identification details. This first row benchmarks the deep autofill agent. The input requires scanning official documents, like a passport, into the phone's secure enclave. In return, Gemini instantly pre-fills complex forms across your third-party apps. This creates a direct bridge from your physical ID to the digital workflow, entirely bypassing the clipboard. You gain a massive reduction in friction, provided you are comfortable with an AI agent accessing your most secure documents.
Compare that to the Android 16 standard, where you physically pull out your wallet and manually type numbers while toggling between screens. The deep autofill agent removes the data entry bottleneck by substituting a manual 5-step process with a single background operation. The new system also works to untangle your disorganized thoughts and straighten them out into a structured digital action. This is contextual recall, driven by the new Rambler voice engine and natural language widgets. For the input, you can speak in conversational tangents or type messy, plain text descriptions of what you want. The OS parses that intent and automatically formats it into precise text across any application, without requiring you to manually edit your dictation. The same logic applies to widgets. You can describe an interface, like a real-time flight countdown, and let the OS build it for you instantly. Rambler removes the need to learn machine syntax, provided you trust the OS to accurately interpret your messy inputs without micromanagement. Below the user interface, Gemini monitors the microscopic background processes. If a threat emerges, a barrier snaps shut. This is the third evaluation vector, security automation via live threat detection. The final table row shows the input. The AI continuously scans background application behavior in real time. The outcome? The system instantly blocks malicious events, specifically intercepting unauthorized SMS forwarding or screen scraping. You gain preventative, enterprise-grade security at the cost of some background processing overhead and strict OS-level policing of your apps. The AI effectively functions as an automated police force, enforcing boundaries across your entire app ecosystem. Because these features demand ecosystem visibility, your setup should align with your personal privacy boundaries. We can map these choices on a matrix, plotting privacy sensitivity on the x-axis against workflow complexity on the y. For the frictionless optimizer, likely power users and frequent travelers, enabling the system engine and document parsing provides the highest return on time. The privacy-conscious pragmatist should disable document parsing to keep their IDs offline, while retaining on-device features like Rambler and threat detection. The correct configuration depends on which currency you are more willing to spend, your data privacy or your daily time. Generative icon packs and Stardust themes provide a new look for the interface. However, the underlying system update makes the manual smartphone clipboard obsolete. Cross-app automation is transformative, but the price of that speed is granting the operating system total visibility into your life. You must decide if you are ready to let your operating system graduate from a tool you command into an agent you trust.